God, you are ahead of the fucking game, bro. Good job. I'm proud of you.
See you, honey.
A worse man would have been like, hey, did I remember to pack my trunks and my goggles but not my wife? Okay, cool, I'm out.
Got the banana boat.
Don't have Barbara.
Don't got my SO, but...
Sorry, Tristan. I know that's awkward. Yep. But honestly, that's the kind of awkward you can feel good about. Especially if you're going to be married. You got to get used to... You guys are a team now. It's a package deal. And especially if you're going to be, like, legally married. It's not like she's your girlfriend. It's a package deal.
It might be worth it to talk to your groomsman and be like, hey... I'm bringing her. And if he's like, well, it's a small wedding, then say, okay, then I can't come.
Yeah, put that shit back on him. Put that ball right back in his court.
Yeah, this is his decision to make. It's you two or nothing. On Mother's Day, I took my mom to a nice cafe in NYC for lunch. After we finished eating, she needed to use the restroom. However, there was a woman ahead of her on the line, and both of them had to wait for a long time for the occupant to finish, even though the men's room remained unoccupied. I told her she should just have used the men's room. It was as clean as the women's. The only difference between the two bathrooms was the sign on the door. They were both single toilet rooms, so there was no danger of running into someone of the opposite sex in the bathroom. It's also fairly common for women to use the men's room at an overcrowded bar.
Is it?
What is someone supposed to do in a situation like this? Is the inverse true for men using the women's restroom? It's from Jordan.
God, no.
No
to everything.
No to all of that?
No to everything. Here's what's up.
Okay.
When you are a gentleman or a lady living and surviving and just barely getting by on the skin of your teeth and your charm alone with irritable bowel syndrome, like when you see a wrong gender person in your right bathroom, you get so fucking angry. You get so angry because it's like, for me, it's always an emergency. So it's like I have to go right now, but I can't go. There better be a goddamn great explanation for this.
I'm going to counterpoint by saying I love using the ladies' room. It's painted better, it's cleaner.
It's weird how they have lounges sometimes.
Yeah,
that guys don't have.
Are you guys being serious?
Yeah, sure.
Is there a legal law that says you can't do that?
A legal law? No.
Did someone
street law?
Did someone take a bill to Congress and pass it with the president that said you can't do that?
No. It's just signs.
If you're in there with the intention of being a sneaky, creepy peeper, I think that is
that's
illegal.
not cool.
I call when I get rid of waste in the bathroom, I call it peeping. So you'll have to be much more specific. I'm always creepy about it.
What is the problem? They're just holes.
What, your butthole and pee hole?
No, I mean you're just.
Oh, like a lady's vagina.
No, like the holes that you leave the bad things in. Like they're just holes. Like, what does it matter?
The toilet holes.
Why are you so adherent to society's rules? Is what I'm saying.
Because
have you seen a little show called Ally McBeal?
Yeah.
Unisex bathrooms, my friend.
Sure.
Way better feature.
Ooga chaka, I dig it. But listen. Listen.
Billy Zane.
My worst fear, 100% of the time, even when I'm not peeping, my worst fear is that someone's going to walk on me on the bathroom. If I'm in the men's room and somebody walks in and sees my bits and everything, and like a full-grown poop coming out of me, like, if a dude sees that, I am haunted. I am aghast. If a lady sees it, I will commit seppuku on the SPOT.
I'll tell you right now, the biggest fear is when I'm using the bathroom in the ladies' room, and the handle jiggles.
Oh,
like they were trying, and then you're trapped in this situation where you're like, oh no.
Yeah. They're like, are you done? And you're like, I am now. I have the weight of the world on my shoulders now.
And then you got to do a Mrs. Doubtfire style, like put the keg on your face and sneak out before they realize you're a dude.
I wanted to point something out real quick about bathrooms that made me laugh today. It was actually yesterday. It occurred to me. I was at the movie theaters in the bathroom, and for me, it does not get better than when two guys are in a bathroom and one guy just toots like it's nothing. Like all of society's rules have like crumbled around him, and there's nothing more hysterical than a guy dropping it. Like, what?
What's up?
Check it.
Check that out. Check what I just did for you.
What are you going to say now?
What's up? Who's ruling this roost?
Do you guys want a Yahoo?
Yeah, give it to me.
This spaghetti-fueled Yahoo is brought to you by Nick Jensen. Thank you, Nick Jensen. And Ragu. Thank you, Ragu. It's by Yahoo Answers user Darcy B, who says, should I try out for my sweet 16 or 16 and pregnant?
What?
really think about it. I really want my 15-minute fame, so I am going to try and get on MTV. I was thinking maybe my parents could throw a big party for me, and I could appear on My Sweet 16. Although, if I sign up for 16 and Pregnant, I could also go on Teen Mom afterwards. This would give me more chance in the public eye.
So she's saying, should my parents throw me a big party or should I get knocked up?
Should I get pregnant and then get double fame?
Well, no, this is ridiculous. This is so stupid. You have the Super Sweet 16.
Announced during Super Sweet 16, by the way,
I want to get knocked up.
I'm fucking
No.
on it.
No, make the Super Sweet 16 about knocking her up. Like, it's a knocking up themed party.
So it's a super duper Sweet 16.
Yeah.
I think that in this high pressure society, you have to try to get on as many TV shows as possible.
Absolutely. So you're saying, could we do something? Could we do what's that?
You could do Super Sweet 16 and 16 and Pregnant, and also maybe you have a really challenging cake you need baked for your party. Then you have to get on Cake Boss.
What's the one where they make the real ass little baby girls look like creepy ass porcelain dolls?
That's not on MTV.
But does it? We're talking single channel.
Single channel. Here's what I'm suggesting.
X Factor.
True Life. I'm a man in a woman's body.
Okay.
Then
you switch it and you're...
Or no. True Life, I'm a woman in a man's body. And then you do Maid.
At that point, you are an unofficial MTV VJ.
Right. You're like the Jesse.
You're basically Sway at that point.
Yeah, you're basically Sway. And then what you want to do is get on Super Sweet 16. During the party, get knocked up.
You're saying, like...
Chain it.
So, like, an entire, 9-year career.
A combo is what I'm saying.
But I have to be honest, I'm not sure the human frame can withstand...
Can your frame handle the fame is my question. Are you famous enough? Actually, that is the plot to Real Housewives of New Jersey. So I think they got that trademark. Oh, poor Sway. He's doing his best. God, his parents named him Sway. What do you want from him? A couple of weeks ago, one of my friends invited me to his bachelor party in Vegas. However, about a week before we were supposed to leave, he calls me and says that a couple of guys couldn't make it, so they were going to reschedule it sometime during the summer. On the day we're supposed to go to Vegas, I got a text from him that was meant for his fiance, saying that they had got to their rooms in Vegas. They're heading out to the casinos. Should I confront him about this? Do I even go to the wedding after I got royally dicked over? Thanks, brothers. That's from Sulking in San Diego.
So they gave this guy the fucking San Diego slip.
They gave the San Diego slip, yes.
And then he doesn't... What was the guy's follow-up after that? Like, oh, I guess I canceled my bachelor party. We're not having it anymore. Now you don't get to come.
Well, what I love is, I love his optimism that he thinks his friend accidentally sent him that text. Or was he maybe like, hey, surprise, we're in our hotel rooms.
Hey, can you get to Vegas? Like, dog, we live in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I absolutely can't get down to Vegas.
No, we can't do that.
What's up with this show being the theme of dick friends? Like,
hey, of all the... Hey, bachelor, hey, potential groom, you fucked that text up the worst you could possibly do it.
We're also having a great time, and so glad Bobby's not here.
Hey, honey, I'm getting my dick wet. Oops, Bobby, no.
Why did I marry a girl named Bobby and have my good friend named Bobby? So what do you think, that Sulking in San Diego is just sort of he's like the uncool one in the group, and the group wanted to leave him behind? Or
he got a bad rap, and like
a bum rap.
You got a bum rap, and I don't know what to tell you. He's not.
I do. One word: rampage.
Okay.
Oh, I like it. Tell me more.
So please
you're going to Vegas. You're flipping tables. I'm saying, roll up to Vegas, sunglasses on, cigarette lit, gun loaded,
chilling with Rampage Jackson, the fighter.
Yeah.
Befriend all the pit bosses you can find, and say that guy
Ocean's 11 style, huge contrast.
Try to steal his wedding.
Steal your dignity back.
No, steal the wedding.
Steal the wedding. Now
look
it's
at
your
those
wedding.
Are those carnations? Gotta get them, Danny.
Oh, I like this, Sulking. You are going to have to go, full Ocean's 11, steal the wedding, hijack, heist. Loving it.
I got a tiny Korean man. He jumped through the window of the church and got the whole cake.
Is that
in one jump?
Is that a priest? Nope. It's Scott Kahn.
Who is also Casey Affleck is there. We're not 100% sure in what capacity.
Scott Kahn is actually a legal minister, though. He is minister in the Presbyterian Church. A lot of people don't know that.
You guys want another Yahoo?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, God, I should have looked at these ahead of time. How about this? So I sent him by Jacob Locker. It's by Yahoo Answers user Mark. Thank you, Jacob Locker, for giving us this. Mark asks, why is this woman farting on my wife at the gym? Every time my wife and I go to the gym, a lady, probably in her mid-40s, decides to go near her and fart. The first few times, my wife would give me a funny look, and we would later laugh about it. We'll get back to that. But by the 7th or 8th time, my wife has become considerably annoyed. She even said to the woman, "Excuse you," and the woman completely ignored her, farted again, and walked away. Should we complain to the gym's management, or could this lady have a problem? It's strange that that she only farts on my wife and no one else at the gym.
Have you checked around? Did you ask?
It qualifies as a fetish if after 7 to 8 times all you're doing is saying, "Excuse you." That is not... Passive aggression is maybe the first time it happens or the half time it happens, because it's unacceptable any...
Yeah, and then they get punched right in the butt, right?
Yeah.
Like
by 7 or 8, we're at like restraining order and or butt punches.
Yeah. By the second time, you should ask if you can pull down the front of their tank top and puke down it.
Yeah,
I would like to know, can we rewind back to, I would like to know the look that is exchanged, and I think this lady just farted on me.
Okay,
Oh.
that's the sticking point, because
Stinking point?
a human being just expelled gas on your wife, on your betrothed, and what you did was she looked at you like, no, like, hey, did you get this is gonna be a fun story later? Like, no, it isn't. You got farted on. That's gross and disrespectful.
I can't even look at you anymore.
Yeah, you are taking.
How am I supposed to make love to you?
By the way, I want a divorce.
I need a divorce. Thank
Hey,
you so
fart wife, I'm out.
Thank you so much, Exercise Debbie. You're a bitch.
This question was asked 2 days ago.
Okay.
How many more times is this woman going to continue to terrorize this couple?
It is one woman, right? It's just one. Is it like
It
a
is
bunch
just
of women,
one
or
woman.
Is this one serial dude?
She's
A
got
Jack the Ripper, if you will.
she's got some sort of crazy obsession, like fucking 1 hour photo with this wife. only instead of like jerking off the pictures of their family's photo, she's farting on only the wife at the gym. Cut it out, everybody. Cut it out.
You just ruined the
At least
funniest
fart on
thing in our
everybody.
photo. Yeah, at least go.
I would let Robin Williams fart on me all day long, which is, I think, pretty much what he did during License to Wed.
Is there possible that this middle-aged woman is Robin Williams in a way?
You're really good at that.
My favorite part of the email is she says, "Excuse you," and a man says, "Please leave," and the woman's response is she farts once more and dips.
Excuse me. No, fuck you.
No,
Ow.
no.
It's a drive-by tooting. That's a Doubtfire deep cut.
What's everyone's favorite line from What Dreams May Come? Bring them out.
Oh fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
I like when you can hear Cuba Gooding's Jr. career to start to like slide right down that hill. Griffin, we've been sitting on this couch, and it's honestly, it's made me a little stir
The
crazy.
pasta has actually settled heavy in my gut.
Yeah. It's made me a little stir crazy, and it made me want to take a little journey with my two brothers. Do you know where?
Oh,
So if they
fuck.
do listen, wow, they either don't understand or they understand so deeply.
First of all, these kids have no idea who Robin Williams is.
We should actually have you know how deaf people have an interpreter there. We need something like that for kids.
Can we
like,
get Robin Williams?
He's like Barney.
We can get Robin Williams to interpret for himself.
This is how I relate to. I'm like he's the genie in Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's that, but I mean, even that might.
Kids don't even watch Aladdin.
You know the man you see on TV sometimes, and he looks like he's on his like third or fourth heart, and also his hands are carpeted.
Just related to Death to Smoochie.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
That
kids
hit
love that
family
movie.
film.
everyone.
So this from Sherilyn. The message is from Jordan Eloise.
These kids are super fucking smart.
They're
They can
really
put sentences together.
they're
and email.
emailing. She is an editor of scientific documents, particularly for French scientists, which means she's probably smarter than the whole couch.
Or a secret agent. That sounds like a job that someone comes up with and like,
I don't
oh,
wa-
she edits
Yeah.
science documents for...
Yeah, doesn't it seem like that's every role that Nicole Kidman has ever played in a movie? It's like, I'm a science editor for French Sciences.
I'm not okay with you taking French science and giving it the old American spit shine.
Yeah.
Like, I would prefer that we keep our science here in our borders safe and sound.
Right. We had to develop our science.
We had to develop it, and you're just giving it away for free for France, or whatever your salary is. What I'm saying is I'll pay your salary. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop doing it. I'll put your kids through college.
So the little kids aren't listeners yet. We hope that when they get to be older, they will be listeners. And Sherilyn, of course, Sherilyn Woltrop, happy birthday to you. We hope you have a great one.
Shit, because this just changed from a birthday message to a time capsule.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, kids. I hope you're at least 16.
16?
So 12 years from now?
A good, or a mature 14.
Oh, here comes Daddy.
Very discreet.
Hold on. Every smile.
It's a time capsule.
It's a time capsule for your kids. And we're making a time capsule right now.
Oh, but my hair looks terrible.
Not a
father.
So our other journey that we're taking to the Money Zone is our buddy James Gowdy, who is I don't know if you see him.
He's active on the Twitter.
Active on the Twitter, constantly promoting the show.
And on the beat.
He's on the beat because he's a police officer for the London Metropolitan Police, the Met Police, and he is going to be in BMBAM's resident policeman.
So he's British, right?
Yep.
He's a Brit.
Brit.
They don't get guns, right?
They have all guns. Their arms are guns.
Oh.
Yeah, they make them surgically replace their arms with gun, and not like the chintzy like. Look at the gun.
You're
show.
saying
I mean,
full
like,
on
cannon,
chain
like
full
an
on
armed
chain
cannon.
gun. Right.
He fires a pint of Guinness right into someone's face.
Yeah, you can find him Gowdy James on Twitter if you'd like to follow him.
Everyone crush him.
Just crush him with
on
followers. And he says I should throw in my English accent too. So here's what I think it sounds like when a British person
Is a cop?
is a cop.
Hold on, wait. Why don't I just play the song, the jingle, and you can sing British cop lyrics over it?
You son of a bitch. He's Gowdy, but she's not Dowdy. She's a French scientist editor. He's a cop on the beat. She joins him on the street. Unconventional partners working the beat. It's Gowdy and not Dowdy, Sherilyn. Hey, there's a crime. Can you make it rhyme with tree? Whee! That's the only French word I know. Gowdy and not Dowdy, Sherilyn. Cancelled after 3 episodes. Rabid fan base. Conventions, yeah, they got 'em. For Gowdy and not Dowdy, Sherilyn. Hey, Eloise. Hey, other kids. Sorry I scrolled away from your name. Happy birthday! Happy 14th and 16th birthday. Asynchronous twins. French science. British crime. Gowdy and not Gowdy. Yeah, she's never pouty. Governor. Loving her? I should say so. Gowdy and not Dowdy. Sherilyn. So there we go. That's the Money Zone.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
I looked away for a second. I was like, whoa, is that Liam Gallagher?
Yeah. Is it Liam Gallagher? Is he here? So that was our journey to the Money Zone.
They're brothers too. They're brothers too. Did you know that? The Strokes?
If you're interested in joining us for a trip to the Money Zone, you can contact Teresa at MaximumFun.org. That is Teresa with an H.
I'm a lesbian, and okay, that was British. Okay. I'm a lesbian, and I recently...
I'm gonna do that every time.
Okay, I'm a lesbian, and I
Yummy.
recently cut my hair, but now I'm having second thoughts. Before, it was all the way down to my waist, and now it's more a men's style cut, although still long enough to show my loverly curls. I think it looks cute. It's very low maintenance, and it seems to be net positive with the ladies. But I've noticed that strangers are ruder to me. Should I stick it out and get used to being perceived differently by people, or grow my hair long and lovely again so as to fly under the gaydar and avoid the occasional embarrassing mistake about my gender. Fan from the post-lesbian apocalypse.
Is she asking us if she should be proud of her lesbianity, her lesbionics?
She doesn't want. She wants to be a lesbian. She doesn't want to be mistaken for a dude.
Okay,
But
I guess that's.
I do have to tell you though, this decision is largely out of your hands for the next month or so. So here's my advice: try it for a month and see what you think. If you still don't like it, grow it long then.
There are worse things that you could be mistaken for than a dude. Do you know what I'm saying?
Liam Gallagher.
No, fucking Bieber.
Bieber.
You can get a sweet Bieber bowl, and then you are in a lot of trouble. Unless your name is Justin and your last name is Bieber.
And your middle name is whatever Justin Bieber's name is.
Saul.
Justin Saul Bieber.
Justin Schmool Bieber.
Never even saw that coming. It actually is Justin Osama Bieber. A lot of people don't know that. Hussein Bieber.
Justin Hannah Montana.
You know what?
Bieber.
If you
Justin
like it,
Hannah Montana.
if you like your haircut, it's yours. It's your haircut. Own it.
Yeah, fuck people. Well, if they're gonna think you're a dude, they're obviously somebody you don't know very well.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good litmus test as to whether or not they're useless.
Hey, are you a dude? No, fuck you. Get out of here. I obviously don't want to chill with you.
Look at my shapeliness.
Look at my shapely curvaceousness.
Look at this bombasting body.
How
Excuse me?
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot and slightly androgynous like me? Is my favorite Pussycat Doll song.
There are so many though. It's hard.
Yeah,
to
there
choose.
are some. Buttons is good too.
Buttons is good.
Hushing up my buttons. I like that.
Mr. Boombastic.
Mr. Bombastic.
Mr.
Oh, holy
Boombastic.
night.
Don't make you sweat.
That's another one.
Duel of the Fates.
Pussycat dolls are the most flexible artists of our time.
Theme from Night Court.
They are unstoppable.
The Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, that hit song, Declaration of Independence. What? Now you're just naming documents. The Rosetta Stone.
The Sphinx.
The Empire State Building. What are we doing? We are fucked up on pasta.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Holy
Jesus.
shit, Jesus.
Oh my god. You just oh my god.
Oh god.
You just call me a stealth spaghetti because I am feeling this pasta vibe.
Yahoo answer.
Yes.
Oh Christ. Let's see.
Declaration of Independence. You thought that was the song in the heat of the moment, didn't you? You can admit it.
This one was sent in by John Ramsey. Thank you, John Ramsey. It's by Yahoo Answers user Pretty, who asks, is marrying a robot, parentheses, with sexual capabilities, in parentheses, or an animal more socially unacceptable?
Oh god.
The robot is designed so that you can, quotations, screw it. Is marrying a robot with sexual capabilities or an animal more socially, we'll say, more socially acceptable?
Okay.
We're gonna pretend that we don't live in the same universe as Beast Wars because I think that really matters a lot. Waters.
Yeah.
Well, I think
or
in the epic,
Mega Man.
in the epic court case Robo v. Bobo.
Asshole.
Marrying a robot with sexual... I think marrying a robot with sex capabilities is more acceptable because I have seen Lars and the Real Girl, but I haven't seen Lars and the Real Alligator.
I think the problem is that every time you introduce someone to your wife, you have to say, "This is my wife, a robot with sexual capabilities."
Yeah, check it. She's got holes in everything. She is ready to party.
Is that better than like this is my wife Tracy? She's not a real llama.
Yeah. What's up with that aardvark? Don't you talk about my wife like that. We fuck all the time.
Wait, so we're assuming the animal has sexual capabilities, right? It doesn't specify in the
I
question.
think pretty much all animals, although it depends on the size, because if we are talking about like a porcupine, or well, that's a bad example, but like I don't know, a hamster. Still, fuck. There's a lot of sexy animals out there, you guys. It is a minefield.
The worry, of course, with a fake girl is that you'll create an uncanny valley.
Yeah.
And that is the tightest leg. Oh man, this was just a little less canny.
Also, you gotta worry about self actualization. What's it called? When they realize
sentient.
Well, I mean, if it's a fuck robot, I would hope that it's sentient, or else I'd feel like I'm with a vegetable.
Yeah,
I want somebody who, like, after a while, figures out this system that I've set up.
You don't have to worry about that. Third law of robotics is don't harm a human. Fourth law of robotics: swallow. Yeah, this is true.
We are in our daddy's
I'm not
house.
making this up.
We are in our daddy's house.
I know.
Fifth law, anniversary, anything goes.
Yeah.
I want to marry a sex robot that has standards.
Whisper the rest
That
of
has-
this. We gotta whisper the rest of this question.
Nope, I can't do it.
You got it.
No, I'm not.
We're in
gonna-
our daddy's house.
We're in Daddy's house.
I can't go on with this. It whispers.
Yeah, we got just this question.
Just this question.
I want to marry a sex robot with standards, like rules, or like, no, I don't do the butt. Like,
You
that's
think-
what I want.
Like they have that program. That you think that would prevent them from going into a killing frenzy? If they
Well, I mean, they have certain
if they-
restrictions.
like Roger, like, f's me all the time, but at least he like gave me boundaries. He programmed those boundaries in.
Right.
I dig that, but I don't want to go wild on that.
What
Yeah.
about a robot animal? Did we already cover this? Can we not do that?
Yeah, we
did
did
a robot llama.
with the Beast Wars contingent. I established that can't be.
But now Travis really wants to explore that space.
Yeah.
I mean, a dog is man's best friend. A robot dog is man's like brother, and a robot dog with fuck capabilities.
Hey, are there any answers? Did anybody dip in to give it a shot?
It's Romans 1:24 through 27.
You fucker! You're gonna try to drop the Bible on this person like they haven't left traditional morality behind a few puppies ago.
Robots 1. Everyone, turn your Bibles to the Book of Robots. It's one chapter, one verse. It's Robots 1:1. Don't fuck robots, you weirdo. I'm sure there's stuff in the rest of the Bible about fucking animals, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's gotta be.
But
There's gotta be.
you'll find the Book of Robots. That was in the Dead Sea Scrolls, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
If memory serves.
If you marry an animal, you're a freak into bestiality, e.g., a perv, and you're harming a living creature, so it's a double dose of perversion.
Are we like? All right. First of all, stop.
Anyway, just my thigh out. Stop that.
Listen, you are assuming that what I do to my pet llama is harmful and not like beautiful and natural. Like, you know what? Think of it this way. Did you guys hear about that law? Somebody just passed a law, I can't remember which state, probably one of the more fucked up ones, that says you can't have sex with an animal, but they worded it in a way that doesn't exclude human beings because we're animals. So they basically made it, I think it was in Florida, you can't fuck in Florida anymore. Like, that's the law, is that you can't fuck in Florida. But that law brings up a good point, because we're animals too. I should be able to fuck whatever I want. Robots, not animals, not humanoid. They can be humanoid shaped, but they can't feel like their walls, like the walls of their vagina
see.
inside
Right,
of it.
right.
Like, it doesn't.
See.
It's,
Right.
It's not moist, is what I'm saying.
Usually these things end with big laughs and we move on. So, Griffin, you've made a
Just drop some
an
science on
excellent
everybody.
case.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Animals.
Animals.
I think we
Case
settled it.
closed.
Case closed. I'm interested in dating my brother's girlfriend's sister. Is it it is acceptable for brothers to date sisters? If one pair get married, do the other pair have to immediately break up? Tag team in Texas. I feel like this is one of those multi-layered questions where someone's trying to trick us into saying it's okay to have sex with their sister. If we don't like incept it enough.
Hey, hold on, wait. Is your sister an animal? I think she is.
Yeah.
She's an animal called Homo erectus. Get it.
Yeah. Actually, she's not human. She's dancer. It says here. So, okay. So my brother's girlfriend's sister. I think it's okay. Like, isn't that the plot of one of the Brady Bunch movies? Did all of them hook up with
Guys, we
different
didn't
couples?
think about something.
Tell me.
Bicentennial Man. What you get? You start out with Robin Williams, pure whole robot. By the end, he's a human being. He's had all of his robot parts replaced with human being parts, and he can feel and die and maybe go to heaven. Like real people heaven, like straight up real people heaven, and not, well, robots don't get anything. But what do you think about that?
Oh, now we're back to moral ambiguity.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the flow.
I would argue that if we eventually made him into Robin Williams, he's not a person.
I think our bigger concern is once you open the floodgate on one of them, you're gonna end up with robots marrying animals.
Yeah.
If you open Robin Williams' floodgate, you just get out the way.
He really isn't a person anymore. Is he?
He's a typhoon of chuckles.
He is a comedy
He
shadow.
is a walking awkward.
He is.
I'm unpleasant with him right
He
now.
is negative laughter.
I'm unpleasant on the pall he has cast over this show.
Nano.
Nano, no thanks. Son of a bitch.
Don't date your sister, you
Don't
weird.
date. No, she's saying,
Your sister-in-law?
no, don't do it because if one of you, I don't care about one of you get married. I care about one of you breaking up because that will take you to the awkward village.
How was your Christmas? It was great. There were sword fights because one of us dated and the other ones broke up. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
That was easy.
That was easy.
Romans 1:15 through 16 says don't fuck your sister's
Sisters, brothers.
Don't fuck anyone who was ever on the TV show Sister Sister. That includes Taj Mowry.
Perv.
I recently started to text and talk with an old college friend. It's been 5 years and we live a few states apart, but things seem to be progressing towards the romantic. My problem is I've gained a significant amount of weight since college, like a hundo, putting me at 6'2", 300 lbs.
6 to 300.
No, I weigh between 6 and 300. No, 6'2", 300 lbs. Do I mention this to her or just show up with some extra for her to love? Rotund romancer. Okay, you got to drop that nomenclature. Yeah.
Hey, I've got some branding to go along with
Hey,
this.
Debbie, good news. I got branding. Check out my Lycra jacket. They're stitched on the back. I say you need to update your Facebook with a current picture and just let the chips fall where they may.
with the caption surprise.
Surprise.
This is it. No, I mean, if it's what does she love? Does she love your heart? She love that heart of yours? It happens, guys. It happens from time to time that a person doesn't love this fame-filled frame. They love that heart. That sweet heart of mine. Is that the case that you're going with? Did your heart get fatter? Because if that's the case, it just means you have more love to give her.
Here's what you should not do. Absolutely, you cannot mention it.
No.
Like, you can't say, hey, listen, just big news.
Just heads up.
I've really bulked up. You can't say that. Like, don't say that. But, put some current pictures up there.
And there's also a good chance
How much
she's let
shame can your
herself go
frame
a little
handle?
How much shame is in your frame?
Get the shame out your frame and get your frame some fame. Made, I want to be about 100 pounds less. Made, get on that episode.
You cannot do anything, but there may be a look on her face that you aren't going to be able to shake for a while.
But imagine this beautiful moment. There's a look on her much fatter face.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, Shrek. It's a Shrek ending.
We're accidentally in love!
Oh, I wanted to be a princess. You are a princess. Get over here. I have chicken.
Hey, listeners, sorry about us.
Hey, sorry about us this whole thing.
I think that you should just go for it. And if she turns you down, then she doesn't deserve you. She's
Put a current picture up. If she says, is that current? Say, no, I'm chunking up. And then stop eating. You gotta get slimmer. Say, I'm on my way down. I promise. Please don't leave me. Please, I need you so bad, Debbie.
And if not, maybe you guys will be friends or something.
The worst 5 minutes of advice anyone's ever given anyone.
Somebody go to CJ Maggie's with.
How about one final Yahoo?
Yeah.
This one was sent in by Golly Ayali. Thank you, Golly Ayali. It's by Yahoo Answers user. Oh no, the picture itself is pretty wonderful. The real Marty Jannetty.
Except no substitutes.
Are you guys soaking in that image?
Oh man,
that tiny thumbnail. It's a wrestler. And he's holding a belt.
Usually, if I don't know a celebrity, they're a wrestler.
The real something asks, how can I convince my girlfriend to dress up like Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka? I am in love with two ladies.
Okay.
My sweet little Blueberry, a.k.a. my G-friend, and Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka. I think it's so sexy, when Violet inflates into a sphere, and would love to see my lady do the same. How can I convince her that this would be both fun and sexy? Lol. She doesn't realize it yet, but her nickname comes from my number one screen crush. I bought the costume last week, and I'm fighting up the courage to ask her. Please, any suggestions? P.S. Not like in the new crappy Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That CGI looked horrible. Only Mel Stewart's version. I can't finish unless it's the Mel Stewart's version.
You look right now, Rashonda. You look beautiful, but you look like that shitty Johnny Depp version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Honey, I got you this outfit and this bicycle pump. Let's go to town.
Yeah, we are gonna give you some artificial juice-filled dumps.
You ever hear that thing where it's like, if you press this button, you'll get $1 million, but someone in the world will die.
Yeah.
Do you press the button? If I can guarantee it's this guy, I'm just gonna start hammering on it.
Oh man, how stealth do you have to be about your number one screen crush that you have given this girl a nickname, which is my little blueberry, and she doesn't know what it's referring to? You have to watch this movie like on the reg, right? Like, and you could tell he's got like a half boner, like when she walks in the room.
She swells, he swells, baby. That's how he do.
That's gross.
That is so unpleasant that you would like that so much.
If you're gonna jerk it to anything in that movie, why not Augustus Gloop getting sucked up in that chocolate pond, that chocolate tube?
Oh.
I feel like we've just found a really great psychological test. It's like if you had to jerk it to one scene in Willy Wonka, and your answer means something.
How about if you jerk to any second about that movie, which is primarily about murdering kids?
Boy, there is you know what? As angry as I was about this guy, there is a much more unpleasant gentleman whose fetish is a little boy stuck in a chocolate tube.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
like,
I mean,
there's that.
You don't have to lay it.
The
I mean,
parts of your brain of fear and arousal are right next to each other. Is anything scarier than that? The look on that fucking kid's face when he's surrounded by plastic and tiny orange men and sweet chocolate.
It's like it's heaven and hell, baby.
He knows death is around the corner. What about the girl that gets thrown in an incinerator?
Yeah.
That movie is terrifying.
Why am I so erect then?
Why am I?
To me.
Why? Oh, that was a bad.
There's no earthly way of knowing why I have this huge boner.
That was a bad.
Well,
egg.
no. There is no earthly way of knowing why my boner is still growing.
But the bulge is surely showing.
Is it shrinking? Is it blowing?
And the semen now is flowing. So I want to hear Griffin's very last question. But first, I wanted to say, well, we have a live show. It's going to be June 12th. We have a handful of tickets left, and I'm not saying that like they say it to try to encourage people to buy. We literally have like 10 seats left.
We have those on Sunday night, and the show's going up on Monday morning. So like, no guarantees, and hopefully, like we've talked about it on Twitter and our Facebook as much as we can,
and on our website.
On our website, yeah, it's all on MaximumFun.org. So like, if you don't get tickets, like we're sorry, we're gonna keep doing these live shows. So this isn't like the last chance.
And this one's
thing.
hopefully we'll be able to. We're all close enough to Cincinnati. Maybe we can do this again at some point if you miss out on the show, because the response has been so awesome for you guys.
Thank
we
you
really
so much,
appreciate it.
Christ.
And we're still shopping for opening acts. We've got a few really good leads, but if you live in Cincinnati or know like a really great comic or band or anything like that in Cincinnati, at this point I'm really excited about Magician. It's something I'm leaning towards. I'm getting some fight from the brothers.
I would take a Magician at this point.
Can we get a ball pit?
You mean just like a half-hour ball pit?
Like we just put the ball pit up there and just like go nuts.
We originally said that we could have another podcast open for us, and we did have a couple of suggestions, but we were worried that they could be better than ours, and we can't have that. So we gotta have somebody who's not a podcast now. We've decided, because that's the kind of insecurity we're talking about.
And if you're already going to be in town, like if you're coming in town, Cincinnati, might I suggest checking out Complete Works of William Shakespeare Abridged at the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company, who they are wonderfully hosting our show. So if you want to check that out in the afternoon and then come see our show at night, I highly recommend it.
They act really fucking good.
They act so
all of
good.
Them act really good.
So thank you guys. We love it when people tweet on Twitter about our show and use the MBMBAM hashtag, so we make sure to see it. Wright Rickman is a relatively new convert, I think. He was tweeting up a storm. Let's see, our buddy Rhyme Swag. He's a relatively new tweeter. I haven't seen him popping up too much. I do like IP and Butts, which is a good.
Oh, wait, I love this. Go back down. This guy's my favorite. Onk Monk says, at Mabim Bam, fuck you. Got us.
Nailed us again.
I want to hand out a special congratulations to my friend Sabrina and Chris. They just had a baby. And I'm going to go ahead and name it Travis McElroy's pick for my brother, and me baby of the year.
The most pinchable baby of 2007.
So let's give that up to Benjamin Prometheus Stoker.
Real name.
The sweetest baby.
What a great baby. And thanks to our buddy Cole Ross. That's Cole with a K. He hosts and produces Stand Under the Don't Treat and Riddle Me This, and is also co-host of Those Damn Ross Kids. And he is in Cincinnati, so we'll be able to feel his vibes emanating through the air.
I feel him here.
Can you feel him?
In Ironton.
So hi to everybody. DuckLips513. Everybody tweeting about the show. We really appreciate it.
Thanks to our daddy and to Carol for just ram jamming us with pasta.
So much pasta.
Gonna go eat some strawberry pie too.
Oh yeah.
Don't mind if I do. So this has been Pasta Fest. Thank you for being a part of it.
Thank you for
Tune
joining
in next week for Rasta Fest.
Every year we're gonna do Pasta Fest in May, Rasta Fest in late May, early June.
And Griffin right now is going to hit you, the listening audience, with our very last question of the week. Oh, one more thing. If you'd like to introduce the show to somebody, we've got a brand new way of doing it. It's the MBMBAM sampler. That is located at bit.ly/itsmbmbam. So bit.ly/itsmbimbam. So if you're going to send, if you want to tweet about the show, tell people to listen to it, please use that link and just say, like, hey, I think you'd like this. Jerk. It's about 12 minutes. Some of our classic bits.
If this is your first time listening, if you're one of the people introduced to that, make sure to check out our website, www.mbmbam.com.
Let's bury this bitch.
Sink it.
Final question was sent in by Asumain Mariko. Thank you, Asumain Mariko. It's by Yahoo Answers user Pumpertech, who asks, I'm bored. What do you do for fun? It is raining out also, and I'm an old man.
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother, me. Kiss your daddy. Square on the lips. Hi, daddy.
Keep your heart 3 stacks.
The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there...
To Catch a Predator reruns all day, because that show's pretty much always great. It always goes down super smooth.
There is one downside.
Tell me.
Griffin got left behind.
Griffin did get left behind. What we have done is made a deal with the devil that once a week we can go back to Earth to record an advice show for the modern era. Not this week. This week, Jesus let Griffin come up to see what he's missing.
Guys.
Yeah.
You guys, seriously, me and Kirk Cameron are tight bros now.
Yeah? Did he get left behind?
He did as sort of an envoy to the
LB?
stars.
Okay.
That's his new role is Kirk Cameron, envoy to the stars. It's just me and him just fucking rapping about bananas and how good they are.
Wait. Is Kirk Cameron in Bananas?
He's like super... Have you never seen that clip, that YouTube clip?
No.
Where he's like... He talks about bananas, and he's like, bananas prove that God exists. Because they're just so perfect. They're just so perfect. These bananas could not possibly be some sort of cosmic accident. And, like, I get it, Kirk. Like, they're delicious, and they fit right in your hand, and they have a natural shell, and they have potassium and shit. Like, yeah, definitely.
They're delish.
Yeah, it's just me and Kirk now.
Wait, so everyone got swept up except you and Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, we are the only 2 people left on Earth.
Whoa. Is that weird? Is that awkward for you?
I'll be honest, it was weird at first. And I'll be even more honest, it's still really weird.
Still pretty weird, right?
It's still, like, pretty weird all the time. So, I miss you guys. I miss everyone who isn't Kirk Cameron at this point.
Oh, wow. So like there's a lot of people you miss. Is that weird to tell him that?
Fucking nonstop bananas. Like, dude, I get it. Talk about something else. You were on Growing Pains, right? Let's rap about Growing Pains, please. Anything but these bananas. What was it like?
Literally anything else.
The video game Horde. Was that fun? Just tell me anything, Kirk.
So, if Griffin had a question about how to best handle Kirk Cameron, he could turn to My Brother and Me. It's an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
I am your youngest, heathenist brother, I guess, Griffin? That's not true.
Evilist?
Heathenist.
Well, let's be honest. Jewishist.
Of the three of us, I think that's fair.
Yeah, you're the most Jewish, I think.
Which, again, another huge point of contention between me and Kirk. Loves bananas, not quite as big a fan of the Chosen People.
Kirk loves bananas, and Griffin loves Elaine Boozler. I think she's just a hoot. Let's get right into the questions. My 6-month anniversary is coming up, and I don't know what I should do. I've been told everything from just dinner to a movie to flowers to jewelry. What do you guys think is the appropriate thing to do for a 6-month anniversary? I am 22. My girlfriend is 21. Our anniversary is on Monday, the 23rd, but I'll listen to your show in the morning and won't be seeing her to the evening, so I will be able to act on your wisdom before I see her. That's from Joe. Joe, do want to clarify real quick, we do not advise you take any of the advice we give you. There's a lot of pressure on me now. This feels like...
Do you skip the first 45 seconds of the show? Like, how do you not know? Don't do our shit. Our shit
Don't
is
do this
bad.
shit. This shit is bad. Now,
What I'm about to say is going to sound like one of those, like, wow, Travis just said really bad advice.
wow, and Travis has to preface his bad advice.
Yeah, I know.
You know it's about to get dirty.
I'm almost certain at a 6-month anniversary, what you have to do is say, oh, hey, happy anniversary. It's been 6 months, I guess.
I'm going to go with Trav on this one. You do not want to set, if anything, the 6-month anniversary is the appropriate time for an expectations lowering game. You do not want to start pushing the bar up.
Is that just so you can flip it at the 1 year when it really counts?
Do a dynamite job at the years, but 6 months? No.
Just figure out right now what you are going to get her at 1 year, and then cut that thing in half and give
with a samurai sword.
Baby, I got you this sweet diamond brooch. Just kidding. I got you half of a sweet diamond brooch because this doesn't matter what we're doing. Or it will in 6 months.
And I do want to thank you for my gift, Cromdlon, a broadsword that cuts diamonds. That was very thoughtful of you.
You got me
to give me Cromdlon.
You got me the blessed Skyblade, and I used it, and I cut. This is Rufus. He is your dog, but this is half of him. You'll get the other half in exactly 6 months.
If when in doubt, ask your partner. Mm-hmm. Ask like, hey, so are we going to do something for the 6-month anniversary? What would you like to do?
Yeah, get that dialogue going now.
I want to treat you right. How do you want me to treat you? Tell me what you need.
Come back and be like, I want to do something special. Or more than likely, she's going to come back and say, I don't really care.
I hear Burger King has a new sandwich. Let's check it out.
I honestly, man, 6 months, the victory is going to be that you remembered.
Yeah.
A card?
A card, yeah.
Like,
just get her a card.
I remembered this. You impressed?
The odds were against me recalling this, but I triumphed over the odds. People who listen to this show regularly know that we do have a romantic streak, but this is the sort of empty sentimentality that I don't think serves anybody any good. It only is like a stressor for you, and it's false importance.
And just to break it down and take it a little bit further, anniversary, like the word means the celebration of a year gone past. Anna is a year, so to say a 6-month anniversary.
What is anniversary?
Anniversary from the old tongue.
It's a pagan ritual.
We fucking did it.
Mm-hmm. It means we fucking did it? In the old tongue?
Did it? Like a couple like sports players high fiving in the changing room.
Oh yeah, give your girlfriend a nice pat on the bottom and say, "Good game."
They said it couldn't be done. That's a good tone to set for the day. Actually, they said it couldn't be done.
Maybe you should finally tell her that you love her, Joe. You've been holding on to that card for a while.
Joe, play that card. She's ready. Hey, get this next question. This is weird. I've been dating my boyfriend for almost 6 months, and we don't live together. I know. It's a crossover. it's a crossover event. It's sweeps, so we gotta go big. I have way more vacation time from work than he does, and that sucks. But I want to be able. Did you like the how emphatic I'm reading questions?
Yeah, you
this
really
week?
got in there.
I'm really bringing it, and I want to be able to have fun with my time off, even if he can't be with me. I love to go backpacking, and I'm in a backpacking group. Does not exist. Refuse to believe that exists. That plans on 5 or 6 trips a year. There's an awesome one planned for the end of the month, but my boyfriend said he can't get the time off from work. He is self-described as very jealous, and he doesn't like any of the men he knows who are going on this trip. I want to go, he doesn't want to go, and we've been fighting about it every day for too long. If you brothers tell me I'm wrong, I am ready to give in. Help, please. Controversial in California.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
God, this is a fucking sticky one.
Listen, that is exactly right, because things are going to get sticky on that backpack. We know what happens on backpacking trips. What do you have in that backpack? Fucking whipped cream, fucking those, like, the balls that you put in your butt to make the sex feel better. We know what.
Why does your backpack say lube bag on it?
We know what you're doing in those deep, dark, stinky woods.
Everything's covered in
We know
DEET.
what you're getting up to. Like, don't play us and don't play your boyfriend.
On these backpacking trips, when you want to keep bugs away, you spray on. Is what you, because that's how on it is. That's how deeply on backpacking trips go. It gets sticky in there.
It gets so sticky. That DEET has pheromones in it that just drives fellas wild.
Hey, Philip, do you need me to help you put your tent up? Bad news, Shelly. I already popped a tent. Check it down there. You did.
I mean my dick.
That's what you did to me. With your curves and your Berkeys and your Birkenstocks.
And your sweet khaki shorts.
Let me get some of that gorp. Starving. I gotta carve up before I love you. Oh man, jealousy is a bad vibe, especially for somebody you've been with for 6 months. Like
6 months is a really important amount of time. Just establish
take it from us. I mean that. I think that is. This is like one of those. We've been together 6 months. He's got this big problem. How do I sort of step around it? And I honestly think that whether it's, whether this is your battleground or not, gotta get past that jealousy thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because what jealousy, like the root of jealousy is always trust. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and guys will always say, people will always say, it's not that I don't trust you, it's that I don't trust everyone else.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
And
you
also-
should probably still trust me.
And the root of a tree is a root, and you got to get up in nature while it's still here. How much longer do we have all these trees?
Oh, you're saying
I read
take advantage.
I read a science book the other day, and it was like, guys, we got like maybe another 5 or 6 years with these trees, and then they're all gone.
And then they pave paradise and put up a parking
Put
lot.
up just the whole planet, just one big parking lot. And then who's gonna feel fucking silly?
Then you have to go backpacking through the tree museum.
And then it's like, get those people out of here.
You're gonna have these giant natural sex orgies, and you won't have the shade provided by Mother Nature.
And everyone's going to get
burned.
burns on their privates.
Everyone's gonna get private burns, so just do it while you still can. God, you're so young.
You're so
get out
young.
there.
Just go.
Love the world.
Just get out there and love Philip, the guy you're backpacking with. Have fun, eat some gorp, maybe you have a little sex.
Climb
But
a
watch
tree.
out for mosquitoes.
And
They have
don't
the West Nile.
tell him about what happens.
Don't you ever tell him
Just
that
to
you had
relieve
sex in
your
a tree.
guilt. That he'll never get over that. Griffin.
3 barn owls watched me have sex in a tree. It was the most spiritual, erotic experience of my life. Do you want a Yahoo? Is that what you were saying my name for?
Who is boning so good down there?
Hey, how about this Yahoo?
I'm gonna go snatch a field mouse out of that man's. Why does that man have a field mouse down there?
This is weird. I'm going to turn that into a bolus.
Why is there a condom in this pellet?
This
Hey,
is gross.
science! Get over here and look at this pellet.
This Yahoo was sent in by Curly Head Poet. Thank you, Curly Head Poet. It's by Yahoo Answers user Kevin B, and it's the saddest thing I've ever read.
Okay.
Kevin B asks, "What do hugs feel like?"
No.
I see people hug in school all the time. What's it like? I've never hugged. I've never hugged or been hugged by anyone. Can you please describe it in detail?
Oh God, no. Oh Jesus.
I'm gonna cry.
I know.
Oh,
Shit got real.
It got so real in here.
give me the guy's name again.
Kevin B.
Kevin B.
Kev. I mean, let's break it down.
They're
It
not that
is-
great, Kev.
Yeah, hugs are
You're
gross.
not missing much.
I wish I had never had a hug on me from a parent or family or a loved one. or
This
friend.
feels like the beginning of a Pixar movie where Kevin Bean now goes off and invents a robot to hug him.
I just can't. How do you go your whole life avoiding? I hug people. I work from home and rarely leave my home, and I still hug 10 to 12 people every day.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? You got to get out there and start hugging strangers.
Is it possible he's like a human porcupine?
Oh, you think he's got porcupitis?
Yeah.
You guys remember that Dave Matthews Band video every day? Where he just like the guy wakes up and he just walks around the street hugging people, and it's like, "Lift me up, love," and he just goes around hugging people.
Uh-huh.
You know the music video I'm talking about.
Yeah, with
He's
Judy
like, "Lift me
Freelander.
up, love." Is that who that is?
Uh-huh.
All right, that's what
Wow,
this guy-
Travis, you're like a fucking
Dave Matthews
DMB
deep cuts.
DMB scholar over there.
Yeah. That's
I'm
what
not
you gotta
proud.
do. You gotta go get your hands dirty, and by hands I mean arms, because hugging is a dirty thing.
Do you know how Dave Matthews Band is weird because pretty much every band that people like to brag that they were into them before something. I think with Dave Matthews Band, the more impressive thing is to be a fan after.
Yeah,
to be
I'm
there.
still into them.
After Violin Guy died, I was still there. Like I was into Dave Matthews Band far, far, far after it was fashionable.
Even after he just became Dave Matthews and then realized he still needed his band. I'm still there.
Still there
Still
for
in
him.
Um,
with him.
A lot of people heard American Baby and were like, "Oh, this is the worst goddamn song ever crafted by man. I can never listen to this band again." A lot of people
And so
quit
it's like,
then.
crank it up. I will
It was
see
like
you
a
in
Dave
Charlotte.
Matthews rapture.
Yeah.
And I was left behind in shit.
Hugs feel like you're wearing another person.
Is
like
that
a person jacket.
It's like you're wearing another man or woman as a jacket or coat or scarf.
and they protect you.
A lot of people say sex is like the closest the two people can be to each other. I disagree. Because I think sex is like a wet hug.
Sex is like a wet hug. Go on. You've
Sex
got me
is like
so far.
Sex is like a wet hug that you can only do with like one or two people once you marry them.
Okay.
A hug, a dry hug, if you will, which is the parlance I'm going to use for the rest of my life.
A dry hug. That was a good dry hug we just had.
That was a good dry hug. Could have been moister, but we're not at that level yet. I
Right.
think a dry hug is the second closest you can be to a person, I think. But you can do it to more people, and you won't get any STDs unless, can you?
from a hug.
Yeah,
An
like
HTD.
really,
An
a
HTD
really
in that
good
case.
dry hug.
I don't know if you're at a Dave Matthews Band concert. Absolutely.
Oh, certainly.
For certainly, you're not coming out of that dog pile without a few fleas, a few sex fleas. If you know what I mean. I think you do. As a home brewer, a few times every year I host a beer party to share my works with about 10 to 15 friends. I decided trying this with an MBMBAM listening party could be fun. I would be compelled, however, to make a Brothers McElroy Ale, which brings me to my question: what should be in the Bim Bam Brew? What should it be called, Brian?
I think Mabim Brew is,
Mabim Brew is pretty good.
yeah,
My brewski, and me.
that's good.
What about sex gas?
Like it gives you
Sec-
it gives you like the energy that you need to make sex.
Sex fuel, maybe.
That seems I would never say that about beer. I can't think of a single beer I've ever drank where I felt more virile after consuming the beverage. Usually goes
I would
the
like it if it had notes of coriander
Okay.
and blueberries.
Fennel seeds just floating in there.
So, I don't want the flavor of fennel seeds. I want whole fennel
Whole
seeds.
fennels.
You know what? Let's just say, think of all the flavors and notes and hints you could get into a beer and just put them all in there and call
Well-
it My Brother and Me Flavor Explosion.
What if? What
It would
do
be disgusting, like hands down.
What do I like? I like beer, a crisp pale ale. I also like candy. So, what if we threw some Skittles and Starburst into a pale ale, and we called it My Brother and Me Candy Beer?
Candy beer
Candy beer for kids.
for the rest of us.
Diabetes.
I've always thought of pale ale to be like a medium through which candy can be delivered. I've just never had the I don't know, courage, I guess, to mix those two worlds together.
Hey, Brian, this is pretty good beer, this Sex Fuel that you made. This MBMBAM Sex Fuel. Why is there a whole Werther's Original in the bottom of this? How
Brian-
do you even do that?
I'm trying to get drunk, but this beer is just full of gummy worms. And I don't know how to deal with that.
Brian, this is delicious. Are these sugar babies? Because I didn't even know they made these anymore.
Where did you find sugar babies, Brian?
This beer kind of tastes like Necco wafers, and I'm upset about it. Who can I talk to?
But I'm getting drunker. So
I am drunk. That's
is this
good.
bubble tape?
The whole beer is wrapped in bubble tape. That sounds delicious.
There's a lot of possibilities here. A lot of
Yeah.
spaces we could explore. It doesn't even have to be the same candy in each beer. Like you could buy a 6-pack, and in that 6-pack, oh, this one's got dots, and this one's got a bit of honey, and this one has an entire Snickers bar. How did they get that Snickers bar in there?
This is incredible. They must have brewed it in there like the mouse in the Coke bottle. So, Brian, I look forward to drinking your beer.
Travis made beer one time. You remember that?
Yes.
How would you rate the flavor factor of the beer that you made?
I thought it was just fine.
Okay.
Did it do the job?
It did.
I would think that's a satisfying drunk, the drunk that you made yourself.
It's like the Little Red Hen, though, because no one would help me brew the beer, but then everyone wanted to help me drink the beer.
That's not true at all.
Except
That
no one
beer's-
wanted to drink the beer.
Yeah. It's like the little dead hen.
My BF broke up with me 6 months ago, and I was devastated. He moved home. We only talk about once a month now. He constantly texts me saying, I miss you, or I've been thinking about you a lot, or I am still very much in love with you. Oh, no. She's still very much in love with him and is confused by the mixed signals. What's the deal? Confused in love.
The most bullshit.
He's such a cocksucker.
I fucking hate this dude instantly.
What a bitch.
Fuck that guy.
Hey, try this one on for size. Next time he texts you with any of that garbage or anything at all, I don't care if it's like a mass happy birthday Jesus Christmas text. Tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah. Go right and fuck himself.
Trust me on this one. Burn this fucking bridge. This cocksucker moved on, said I'm gonna find a BBD. That of course stands for as developed by Richard Jenney in the hit film The Mask, a bigger, better deal. He went on for the BBD, and he got something that he liked better, something new.
A girl he
something
met at a
new.
Dave Matthews Band concert.
Hey, before these crowded streets, I want to have sex with you behind the porta john. And then he moved on. So you know what? It's time for you to move on. Tell him to next time he texts you, just right away text back. Go suck a dick.
What he's doing
hate your
is
life.
he's either A, stringing you along so that when he comes to visit, he's going to try to sleep with you, no strings attached. B,
Like that movie, No Strings Attached.
exactly like the movie No Strings Attached on DirecTV now. Or he's using you as an outlet for like, he's kind of lonely sitting at home and he wants to flirt with somebody and he thinks you're low-hanging fruit and you need to tell him to fuck right off.
You are the highest hanging fruit.
Yep.
You are perched atop the tree like a Christmas star.
You are not in love with him. You may think you are. You're not, because he's an asshole. You need to listen. he may be just not that into you, as they say, but
Available
you need
on
to
DirecTV.
available on DirecTV now. But you need to get out of this sort of this tete-a-tete. You need to stop being into him at all. You need not to be. Whatever the opposite of into somebody is, you need to be that.
Do you want me to fight him?
Griffin will fight him for your love. Is what we're saying to you.
It would mean more to me. That's for goddamn sure. I need it. I'll fight for it.
Griffin needs to fight
I need to
somebody.
fight
For
love.
something, god damn it.
How about a Yahoo answer?
Yeah.
How about this? This one was sent in by Gali Ayali. Thank you, Gali Ayali. It's by Yahoo Answers user Yeti Education Committee.
What?
Do you want to go ahead and imagine what the tone of this question is going to be?
God, somebody finally step up and started educating these Yetis.
Hey, you
Yeah.
dumb fucks.
Yahoo Answers user Yeti Education Committee asks, do you think it is possible for Yeti to accept Jesus Christ as their savior, or does God not want Yeti in heaven?
Oh, God.
Assume the Yeti speaks English, the language of Jesus. Fuck me. Fuck. Okay, fuck. This question supposes so many things. First of all, do people who not speak English, are they just automatically, they just don't get to go to heaven? Okay, that
Yeah.
shouldn't be my main problem with this question, but
Nope.
it's the first thing that sprung to mind.
Yetis have souls, I
Yeah,
think,
sure.
but they're like pet souls.
Every
Yes.
rock and tree and creature has a soul. Spirit.
Rocks, I'm going to quibble with you on,
Okay.
and probably trees.
All right. Well, trees grow. Rocks.
What kind of trees?
Don't.
Not fir trees.
No, fuck fir trees.
Deciduous trees.
Deciduous trees have souls. Coniferous, no.
No.
Are you saying you don't want trees in heaven? That's
I'm
what
saying-
that's what this has to boil down to.
I don't want deciduous trees in heaven.
Yeah.
God may or may not want Yeti in heaven. I certainly don't.
What if, like, maybe he lets them into heaven, maybe he doesn't, but he starts spreading a rumor that there's some Yetis up there? Wouldn't that be a bummer if you got to heaven and again the existence of the Yeti was not confirmed? it was rumored. Like, can you leave giant paw prints in clouds? Does
All right.
that?
If my choices are to be ever tortured by the possibility of Sasquatches,
Yeah.
or to be literally tortured by having my arms torn off by Sasquatches, which is their favorite activity,
Yeah.
I would go with the former every time because I love my arms. I hug with them.
If you're Kevin's friend, of course, that wouldn't matter so
Wouldn't
much.
be
He doesn't-
quite so big of a deal, but I'm not acquainted with Kevin. I like my hugs.
the the Sasquatch that is a mythical creature, which means that he comes down from heaven whenever he's on Earth. Like if you see him on Earth, that means he's
Are you saying
vacationing basically
the Yeti
from
is
heaven.
an angel?
Yeah, he's down there spreading the word of God in English, Jesus' language,
Yeah.
to the penguins.
Do you guys know my favorite episode of Touched by an Angel? It's the one where the Yeti came down and fucking hung out with that Scottish chick.
Touched by a Yeti.
I like the one where Robert
Crushed
Downey.
by a Yeti.
I like the one where Robert Downey ripped that dude's arms off.
I'm a Yeti sent by.
Rap.
Give me that arm.
Arms ripped off by an angel.
I think the big surprise for this guy is gonna be when he gets to heaven and Jesus is a Yeti. This whole time.
I know you guys were
He
like
speaks
arguing.
Arabic.
You guys were arguing like, is he white? Is he Arabic? What's this? Nope, you missed
Nope.
it. Not even human. I'm
No.
a Yeti.
Yeti.
Guess what? The big man, big God, he's the Yeti too. I'm cutting his image.
Pretty much everybody. Loki, he was a
Loki
Yeti.
is a Yeti. He's up here making tricks and jokes. Thor.
Gibbs.
Thor is half Yeti.
Thor is half Yeti. Jim Morrison was a Yeti this whole time.
Full-blown
He's in
Yeti.
I'm just
Carrey's
kidding.
a Yeti.
Jim Morrison won't be in heaven.
Oh,
Don't be
no.
ridiculous.
No. Jim Belushi, complete
Yeti.
Yeti.
Yeah.
Shaved Yeti.
Getty Lee, his actual name is Yeti Lee. And he's not dead yet, but he is a Yeti.
Yeah. That's where he gets all his bass grooves from his Yeti powers.
Bootsy Collins, most bases and bands are Yetis.
Most people you see on the streets are Yetis, I would say.
Yetis.
Guys, I have something to tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm a Yeti. That's why I didn't get into heaven, because I'm already a resident of heaven.
We've been saving it for the season finale, and this is the twist.
Shocking
Griffin.
reveal of my true nature. I've got Yeti DNA and skin, and Yeti skin and fur and teeth and stuff. That
So-
person you had at the live show didn't look like a Yeti. It's because it wasn't me.
What?
It was
It's an actor?
It was my familiar. Every Yeti gets a familiar.
One human familiar.
So that was mine. His name is Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, that's just something I hope that you will still let me do the show. And,
Honestly, Griffin, I don't know that. I don't know that I'm comfortable.
I think we need to. Well, after the summer, we'll leave this as like a cliffhanger. So to recap, Griffin told us a Yeti, and we may not let him stay on the show. And Bernard, our lovable lab tech, was shot in a holdup, and he's in the alley. We don't know if he's going to live or die.
He has no arms, but I had nothing.
No.
I had nothing to do with that.
Stop trying to pin this on me,
That's
especially you without arms. That's
quit
impossible.
Being so Yetiist. Yeti phobe.
Yeti phobe. Griffin, all this talk of Yetis has watered my mouth for money.
Yeah, me too.
I'll take some cash for it.
In it, they have a beautiful child named Kennedy.
Have they been together for 6 years, or have they been together for 12 6-month periods?
Something to think about. Jenny is a big fan of podcasts, especially our podcast.
Hey.
Zach, not a fan.
Hey,
Does not
Zach.
enjoy our show.
Doors that way.
Hey, Zach, don't let it hit you where Yeti God split you.
He will split. He will tear you in half.
By that, I do mean tear your arms off, yes. So we got some good vibes going out to you guys from Mike, Courtney, and Kyle. That's Courtney with a K in case you know Courtney with a C.
And
Courtney
Kyle with a C.
And Kyle with a C.
And Jenny
Mike-
with an I.
Mike with an R.
Zach with a T.
They wish them all the best and many happy years. So
How many? Can we make that less? Can we just clear that up? Like exactly how many years?
for $100, they get 20 happy years.
Whoa.
If he had,
That's
if he had
nothing.
paid,
That's a
if he-
minute.
if he had paid a little bit more, we can guarantee you up to 26 to 27 years tops.
Enjoy the next 2 decades, because it's all downhill after that.
Well, no, then they can re-up and pay
Yeah.
another $100 for another 20 years.
I can't guarantee the same rates, but yeah,
Yeah.
they can re-up. if they
Oh
want
no,
to.
by that point.
With inflation and whatnot, it will be like
Yeah.
1,000 Mars dollars.
And the popularization of space credits. Sure.
Yeah. Also, another one, Ryan Math wants to congratulate his girlfriend, Kat Crossland, on getting admitted to the NYU nursing program.
Nice.
Hey, congrats.
Hey, way to go, Kat. She's currently living like a bum without a job in Brooklyn. I say like a boss without a job in Brooklyn. Till she starts nursing school in September, while the rest of us slave away in the heat. So, Kat, that's exciting. We're proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, too.
I'm not proud that you don't have a job. What's up with
No.
that? Just because you're in school, you think you're too good for employment?
I will emphatically say that I do not respect your choice to not be employed. But sounds like Ryan's able